Hey friends, this is your host Kriti Kulkarni. I am studying second year medical in Navodaya Medical College, Raichur, Karnataka. Also, I have gained a free starter nutrition course from the Health Science Academy, UK. Okay, today we'll be talking about your plate. Plate? I mean the food in the plate. Yeah. Why that? Because I hope you must have seen my previous video about workout, and by now you must have started your workout. The main point is, until you don't set that right, that is the food right, there's no way workout can work on your body. So today let's get that right. So we'll get to know certain important terminology first. Firstly, food. We have been hearing food everywhere. But what is food? Food is anything that gives you energy to do work. Next, nutrients. Nutrients, where there are two classes in it, major and minor. Major includes proteins, carbohydrates and fat, while minor includes vitamins, minerals and water. Coming to nutrition. Nutrition is nothing but it is the science that deals with the interaction between the nutrients and your body. That is what nutrients does to your body is nutrition. To sum it up, food is what you eat, nutrient is what is in the food, and nutrition is what nutrients does to your body. Cool. Okay. Next, we'll deal upon the next term, calorific value. Well, calorific value is the energy that you get whenever a food is burnt or digested. For proteins, it is 4 kilocalories per gram. Fat, it is 9 kilocalories per gram, and carbohydrate, it is 4 kilocalories per gram. Okay. Nextly, we'll get to know how to calculate energy requirement per person. You need three different aspects. We need to consider three aspects. First one is BMR. Next is SDA, that is specific dynamic action, and third one is physical activity. Firstly, basal metabolic rate. What is basal metabolic rate? It is the minimum energy that a body requires even when it is at rest. Why do you need energy at rest? That's the question, right? Yeah. Well, you need energy because there are a number of processes that is taking place in your body even at rest. Like circulation, respiration, your brain is functioning because you are never really out of thoughts, So your brain is functioning, etc. BMR for females and adult female is 24 kilocalories per body weight, per kg of body weight, and for male it is 26 kilocalories per kg of body weight. Okay. Next, talking about the second aspect, SDA, specific dynamic action. This is said to be the energy, the extra energy that is required to burn a food. Yeah. It is considered to be 10%. Next, coming to the third aspect, that is physical activity. There are three categories: light work, moderate work, and heavy work. Coming to the light work, it'll be an extra of 30 to 40%. Heavy work should be around 40 to 60%, and that is extra usage of energy to calculate the energy that we'll be doing further. And lastly, heavy work, it will be around 60 to 100%. For lactating women, we add plus 550 kilocalories, and in the first 6 months, and in the next 6 months it will be 400 kilocalories, and for pregnant women it will be 300 kilocalories. That is, you're supposed to add, once you calculate, you're supposed to add this. Okay, now let's start calculating. Instead of steps, I'll directly tell you with an example. Okay, first we need to know what is BMR for a person. I'll take my example. As I've told, BMR for a female would be 24 per kg, kilocalories per kg. So it would be 24 into 55, since my body weight is 55. So that turns out to be 1320 kilocalories. And I consider myself to be a light worker because I really don't engage into much of physical work. So yeah, I guess I should fall under light worker. So I will be multiplying my energy with 30 to 40%. I'm considering 30%. It turns out to be 396. So I need to add up these two, that is 1320, which was my BMR, and physical activity, which I got to be 326. The total is 1716. Then I need to calculate SDA. SDA that I have told, you're supposed to multiply it by 10%. That is the energy that a food requires to be digested. Okay, so 10% of this would be 171.6, approximately 172. So the total energy that my body would need would be 1888, that is approximately 1890 kilocalories per day. So this is the total calories that I need to feed my body. Okay, so now we got to know what exactly energy a body needs. Now the next aspect is to know how to get it. Obviously it is food, but importantly it should be balanced diet. Okay, what is balanced diet? Balanced diet should include all the 6 nutrients that I previously told: carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water and fat, but in the proportion that is required by the body. You can't just include one extremities and one less. To clear this, it is said that it is recommended by ICMR that proteins should constitute 20% of your food, carbohydrates should constitute 60% of your food, and fats can be 20% of your food. So the ratio would be 2:6:2 for proteins, carbohydrates and fats. Okay, but remember please, don't cut down fats completely from your body, because every cell needs fat in it. That is, the cell membrane that we call is completely constituted of fat. So there's no way you can cut down fat completely. It is extremely required by your body. And coming to carbohydrates too, please don't cut it down, because that is the major source of energy. Minimum 50% should come from carbohydrates, because if you don't provide that much, you can go into muscle wasting, which is surely not something that is required. Okay, then there are recommendations by ICMR again. It is usually recommended that you have 40 to 75% of cereals in your diet. Pulses should be around 60 grams, or you can replace it by 2 eggs or 60 grams of meat. So the ratio, if you're having pulses, for vegetarian who are having pulses and cereals, it should be in the ratio 4:1. Cereals is 4 and pulses is 1. Okay, next coming to milk. Milk, minimum of 100 ml is required. It is recommended to have around 300 ml of fat-free or low-fat milk. Then coming to water. Water should be, you should have water intake of around 2.5 to 3 liters, such that you urinate for around 1.5 to 2 liters compulsory per day. Then coming to fibers. Fibers is a must, because that has roughage action, which is required. Well, fibers, it is at the minimum, like you need to have 1 fruit per day, or maybe a vegetable, anything, but it's compulsory. Then next one, you please reduce trans fat, cholesterol and added sugar from your diet. It would be great if you can do that. Then also avoid junk foods at the best possible. Okay, then coming to the next point. Since previously I have told, I am a student, that is, I have completed a course under the Health Science Academy from UK. They recommend another thing where they tell 10 healthy eating rules. The first one is having 8 glasses of water per day. Second one would be to increase dark greeny vegetables and root vegetables, etc. in your diet. Next one would be decrease refined carbs from your diet. The next one would be to increase the intake of whole grains. Fifth one would be to have at least 3 servings of fruit or vegetables. Nextly, to reduce sugar, pastries, cookies, etc. And then to reduce sugary drinks, those canned juices that you drink, it's really not good for your health. And then next should be to cut down fried items as much as possible. And then processed meat also should be cut down, and also food that have chemical additives that can prove to be the worst choice you could do. And lastly, it is recommended to have, if someone is into alcohol, it's not recommended to have it more often. If you really have to have, see that you keep it less than 1 drink per week. Okay, next I have spoken to a nutrition friend, or actually precisely my senior. So he was recommending me a few tips. Well, okay, we now know what exactly to be done, but this was more of theory, right? We'll get to know more practically about it. That is, fine, we need to have this much, this way, everything. But how to cut down the main factor, hunger? You know, if you're hungry, you really can't hold yourself back. You just go to munch in some random stuff. I get it. I do the same. After having spoken to him, it was really nice. I came to many aspects. Well, he recommended to cut down hunger, what you can do is just have a slice of some vegetable or fruit whenever you feel hungry, because it actually makes you feel full. When you're full, you really don't have to munch on something that is junk or unhealthy. So that is like between any two, breakfast or lunch, dinner, whenever you're hungry, just go munch on a fruit, not a complete fruit. Just have a slice of either of them. Just have a box filled with all these slices of different vegetables, fruits. Whenever you're hungry, you can just munch one here then. So you'll be full always. So it's like best way. And also whenever you're starting to have a proper lunch or dinner, start it with a salad, because that gives a feeling of fullness. Have it really slowly, because the more you munch it, the more it is better. Then it is always recommended to have vegetables then fruits, because they have better effects than fruits. Okay, next one, there are two people trying for healthy weight loss and one trying for healthy weight gain. Well, weight loss people, it's already discussed. You need to see that you don't have too much of junks. You need to just calculate the energy requirement for your body, and as I've already told the list, so just accordingly you can plan. Then secondly, coming to the next one, people who are trying for healthy weight gain, what you can do is maybe don't just keep munching on some junks and fats. See that you mainly concentrate on healthy weight gain. Probably have more fruits, vegetables in a planned manner, not just randomly munching on anything. And also, for both the people, it is a must to exercise, because weight loss, so it's so obvious. I've already discussed regarding weight loss in my previous video. Coming to the weight gain people, if you don't exercise, probably you can just having a pot belly or something and not a proper body. You can just turn fat and not fit. So it's required to exercise and then have a healthy weight gain. Okay, this was for the video. Thank you. If you did like the content, please do consider subscribing to the channel, hit bell icon so that you don't miss any informative video, because many of them will be coming up soon. Also to share it with your friends and like the video. Herein, I need to thank three people. First one would be Prashant sir, my senior, who is studying in GMC Medical College. Thanks, he has given me many important required information for the video. Thank you so much. He is the nutritionist that I previously mentioned. And then the second person would be Hemant for helping me do all the video editing. Thank you.